Page number 4. I go for refuge until I'm enlightened to the Buddha, the Dhamma, the Sangha. By my accumulations or practice of giving and so forth, may I become a Buddha to benefit all sentient beings. I go for refuge until I'm enlightened to the Buddha, the Dhamma, the Sangha. By my accumulations or practice of giving and so forth, may I become a Buddha to benefit all sentient beings. I go for refuge until I'm enlightened to the Buddha, the Dhamma, the Sangha. By my accumulations or practice of giving and so forth, may I become a Buddha to benefit all sentient beings. Sanje joda zoge jonam la chanjo pardo dane kyapsu che dage jinso kebe sonam Pela benjire sanje jobara sho sanje joda zoge chonam la chanjo pardo dane kyapsu che dage jinso kebe sonam ge jola benjire sanje jobara sho sanje joda zoge chonam Kanjo bado dane gyapso che dage jinso kebe sonam ge dola pencere sanye drubara shom. Om ye dharma hetu sham data gato yavatat te sham chayo niroda Evam Bhakti Mahashramanaye Swaha Om Ye Dharma Hetu Prabhava Evam Bhakti Mahashramanaye Swaha Om Ye Dharma Hetu Prabhavam Hetum Tesham Datagato Yavatat Tesham Chayo Nirodha Evam Bhakti Mahashramanaye Swaha. All phenomena arise from causes. The causes are taught by the Tathagata. The cessation causes as well as taught by the great seer. Okay. What we studied thus far is emptiness, and what we also begin this teaching is with the understanding that emptiness equals dependent origination, and then equals middle way. Therefore, emptiness equals the middle way. This is what we learn. So here, thus far, we have been focusing too much on the emptiness all the time. And now the flip side of the emptiness is dependent origination. And the benefit of our understanding emptiness and dependent origination as two sides of the same coin is that the understanding of emptiness can be taken as taken with a metaphor of tea strainer. And how many of you use tea strainer? How many of you know what is tea strainer? Raise hands. Tea strainer. Okay. Is there anybody who likes to share with us what is tea strainer? What do you use for tea strainer? Anyone? Raise hands. Raise hands. Raise hands. Raise hands. Raise hands. Raise hands. I know. Raise your hands. I'm not asking point your hands. I raise hands. So maybe rainbow is better. Rainbow, yes. Okay, Lisa, tell me. Rainbow, you agree? What did you agree? Good. Anyone else? Yes, yes, yes. There are so many kinds of tea strainers. What's the function of tea strainer? So two of them, what they said, is to separate the tea leaves and the drinkable tea, right? The residual tea leaves and the drinkable tea. So the tea strainer, what it does is that let the drinkable tea flow freely and stop the residual tea leaves, not drinkable tea leaves. It stops that. You getting it? So the wisdom of emptiness is like the tea strainer. It lets it lets flow the virtuous minds freely. It makes the virtuous mind to flow freely, and it stops the non-virtuous mind. Non-drinkable tea leaves, it stops. Non-virtuous mind, it stops. For example, laziness, right? Okay, how many of laziness a problem? Raise hands. Right? How do you know that? Is that closer to your exam, when you were in your school days, closer to the exam, you make a timetable? Right? Okay, when you smile, you understand what I'm saying. You make timetable, right? And you could follow this timetable for how many days? Supposed to be followed for the next 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 1 month, but you could follow only for 1 day, right? And then flops. Why? Because our mind cannot go as much as how you want it. You getting it? So that's the element. It's not that it's laziness. It's not laziness. It is because we are being very unrealistic. Where we were trying to overexert, or we overestimated your potential. Meaning that the energy, you have the potential, but the energy, we overestimated that. We can feel tired. We don't put that into calculation. Okay, so with this mind, say wisdom of emptiness and dependent origination. These two are the two sides of the same coin. Because we said that emptiness equals dependent origination. We said it. Emptiness equals dependent origination. So emptiness and the other side is dependent origination. So when you say emptiness, so collectively these two collectively let's flow the virtuous mind so freely, and the non-virtuous mind, it holds back, stops, suppress and damage it or remove that. So how does it work? When you see the emptiness side, all the non-virtues will stop. For example, say, a simple example. Let's say that the cream for the cheesecake, right? And you just try to think of the emptiness. Even if you don't get the real emptiness, it'll take a little time. Let us be patient. But even if you get a similitude of this emptiness with respect to the object of attachment, a similitude of that, and observe your mind, how the mind works. Observe the mind. Earlier, before you try to meditate emptiness, say the cheesecake means, your mind is like this, moving after the cheesecake. And you think, just give yourself a little break and think about emptiness of the cheesecake. Then the mind, which is earlier involuntarily moving like this closer towards the cheesecake, it holds back. It's just like, say, the milk boiling. What happens? It just overflows, right? So the overflowing milk, boiling milk, you put okay, you put cold water in this. What happens? Instantly it will just calm down. So just observe your mind. That's amazing. When you just get a glimpse of emptiness, real emptiness is very effective, so powerful. Even just a similitude of the experience of emptiness, you just observe how the mind behaves. Instantly the mind will subside, calm down. You're getting it? Calm down. This is where when the mind calms down, then the aggression, craving, anger, all these stops. In other words, with a little bit of, if you get full form of at the experience of emptiness, then the mind really, the negativities are stopped. And then seeing the dependent origination. Seeing dependent origination, virtues flow so beautifully. Let me give an example of that. How seeing dependent origination, your virtues flow beautifully. So what examples of virtues do you have? Give me some examples of virtues. Generosity, kindness, patience, honesty, compassion, so these generosity. So and being helpful, all these are virtues. So for example, what happened was that was many years ago. I think about like 12 years ago. I was in a personal retreat, and I had to cross one pass, and I had no experience crossing that pass. I never gone towards that direction, and I depended on my friend. There was another monk, and the monk organized a small taxi. So I don't know how many hours of ride. Maybe about like the 10, 11, 12 hours of taxi drive. And so we have to cross a pass. And no experience, and suddenly it's just climbing the mountain. We set off very early morning, like 4 a.m., and climbing the mountain. And at the middle of the mountain, the pass, the small taxi, it was a small car. It got stuck in the middle of the mountain. You cannot call the mechanics in the middle of the mountain. Already like 5-6 hours we would have drove. We cannot call. Our car was stuck. Then I was very apprehensive. What will happen now? What will happen? And to my surprise, people around me, there were so many other people. Somehow they came. I don't know where they came from, right? Young men, ladies, men, and they were chatting, smiling, loudly, laughing loudly. Very confusing. In a very remote place, suddenly all these people come. And you may think that, it's the blessings of Buddhas. No, it's a reality, So to receive the blessings of Buddha, you should be high level. And we are very low level expecting blessings of Buddha. Right? And these people coming. And then I don't see anybody sad, low, angry, agitated. No, I don't see anybody like this. It was so jovial, kind of laughing. And then the taxi driver is also a young man. And he even did not get out. And our car got stuck. And I was just, what will happen now? And then we did not even ask the people to help us. The people around, young men, 4, 5, 6, they just lifted our car. We didn't even ask them to help. They lifted the car and put it in a place where we can drive nicely. Wow, I was so happy. Then my confidence, my trust in the humanity simply soared. Wow, this is humanity, is amazing. Then, wow, amazing. I did not ask, and then they helped me. They just came right at the time. And the people will surely say this is blessings of Buddha, right? And you will know whether it's a blessing of Buddha or what. Then after the retreat, coming back, again I asked my friend to organize a car. And he organized a car, again a small car. And the driver was a private driver and no experience, very young driver. So coming back, this is the mountain. At the top is little flat plateau top. And then that time I got car from the other side. At the top flat, it got stuck. So there it was like mud, like I think 1 feet, 1.5 feet, 1 foot or 1.5 feet mud. Then the car got stuck, and the driver, is happened, very inexperienced young boy. And I was looking at him, and he seemed nervous. And I asked him, "Do you need help?" Help meaning that we both of us get out in the mud and then lift the car. And he said, "Yes." So I removed my shoes, I removed my socks, then jumped into the mud, and I was trying to lift. Of course, how can I lift the car? And then I told him that now we cannot do that. It was already 6 p.m. and I could start to feel the bite of the chill, cold bite. You could start to feel that. And in the night, if we are there, finish, we'll die. It was so cold. It was very high, the mountain. And it's also a little drizzling. And then I told the driver that, hey, now we have to stop so earlier we didn't ask for help, we didn't call for any help. So this time nobody's stopping. And I asked the driver, hey, we have to stop the cars to request them to help us. And the driver was doing like this. I said, no, you have to do like this. I was like, no, stop. Then he's very shy, he's doing like this. I went there, do like this. Right? Nobody stopped. Everybody is just flying like this. They see us, but they're flying like this. Nobody stopped. Okay. So, my question to you is why, in the first case, going towards that direction, why in the first case, without being asked for help, people voluntarily helped us, and they do no complaint, nothing, that I don't have to express gratitude, they do everything on their own, and extremely amazing. In the second case, you request them, nobody stopped. So yes, some of you may ask, then how did you come down now? Right, how you are alive now? So that's a different story. So what? What's the difference? Why? What do you think is the reason that in the first case, people were there to help you without being asked for help. And in the second case, nobody helped you, right? No humanity. Why? Anyone guess? Anyone? Yes, Burma. Uh-huh. The first one, people happen to, all the good-hearted people happen to be there. In second case, no. Okay, here. Joel? Like what? Okay. Okay. Mali. Okay. Yes, Peter. So in the second case, I met with the people, all the people with the problem themselves. They have the problems. In the first case, the people without problems. Yes. No, this is what I noticed. Right. Okay. The lady there. If you ask the people who they know me so well, right? For example, if you ask, I don't know whether Gishima, but Pialidin Shindala, she knows me so well. If you ask her, she will laugh at you. This man does not believe in all these things. Expectation, good thing. No expectation, good things happen. Expectation, good. He doesn't believe in this. Right? He's very skeptic person, this man. They know that. You getting it? Right? Okay, the lady, other lady there. No, not Tibetan, not Tibetan. Tibetan go in that direction is very less in number, right? By the way, even if Tibetan, it doesn't guarantee. You know, don't think that Tibetans are divine. Tibetans as ordinary as anyone else. To be very honest, particularly a new thought started to come to me since recently. Recent meaning like since last year. That okay, Dorji, what if you have not been into Buddhism? What kind of person are you? You're getting it? I was really thinking about this. So I see that in whatever way I am, whatever doing, little, say the things that I'm doing, good for the community, people and so forth. So whatever little that I'm doing, if there's anything good, it's purely because of coming in contact with the Buddha's teachings of compassion, 100%. It's purely because of that. Otherwise, I see that I'm just as ordinary as anybody else. There's nothing great there. Don't think that Tibetans are great. As ordinary as anybody else. Okay, the girl here. People coming. Cars are coming. They're coming. No, real traffic jam is the center, in the middle. The lady over there. Okay. But all these people, I can see that all these people who are driving and passing by, they are so optimistic in driving. They're so optimistic in driving, right? Okay, the lady there, the girl there. Yes, this young girl. It's not dark. It was not dark. It was not dark. It was not dark. It's perfect. I could see them. I could see them so clearly. Even the people's face, I could see them. The lady, okay, the lady over there on the chair. Huh? I'll tell you. There's a reason. There's a reason. There's a reason very clear. Okay. Yes, here. Like what? Okay, let's say Oscar C. I see. Home instinct. Wait, one thing meaning that they will help and they will not help. No, they have to rush to the work. Okay, thank you. Okay, here. Okay. Okay. I'll tell you reason other than karma. I'll do the reason.
So, in the first instance, you could say it was like a divine intervention, or it was
It's the wrong person to say this, right? Wrong person, right? The moment you say divine, right, then he will just close his ears, right? Isn't that right? So this man is extremely skeptical and so always listen for logics, reasons. You're getting it? The practicalities.
Or it was just a good luck.
Good luck.
Or it was your opportunity to prepare yourself in a different way for what would, if it was happening again, what would you do?
No, this is the what's the benefit of that? That's a different story. This is not my question, right? So what can I learn from this? This is not my question. No. This is not my question. My question is why in the first case people were coming there without being asked, they come to help. In the second case, nobody, you request them, they do not come. Paul.
I think it's much simpler. I think it's the same people. The second time they would have helped you once, you haven't learned your lesson, so now you're just going to have to get yourself.
But these people, they don't know each other. No, that's 100%. It's very different. Yeah. Okay. So the answer is very simple. Answer is very simple. You're getting it? In the first case, the road is very narrow. Road is very narrow. Our car got stuck. All the hundreds of cars behind me, they got stuck. All right? Whether they like me or not, even if they are very angry, they want to kill, they cannot go over my car. They have to, only way by which they can pass by is let this car, save this car, and then their car can pass by. Otherwise, there's no way. They know that by dependence on this car getting stuck, their car getting stuck originated. You're getting a dependent origination. They see this visibly. Whereas in the second case, they don't see that because at the top, the road is very wide. And say our car got stuck, they can easily go past like this. You can easily go like this. So they don't see the dependent origination. You're getting it? When you don't see the dependent origination, you see things as independently existent. You're getting it? You see them as independent. Independent means, why should I have to help you? I have nothing to do with you. I'm not dependent on you. But in the first case, I have to help you because by dependence on your car getting stuck, my car getting stuck is originated, dependent origination. I don't want my car to get stuck. So even if I kill you, throw you off the cliff, but your car is going to be there. You're getting it? My car cannot go. So whether I show you anger or no, there's no point. Rather smile, this is better. Smile and help this car, this is better. You're getting it? They could see dependent origination very clearly. Today, why all these wars are happening? Because they are not seeing dependent origination. The leaders, they are not seeing dependent origination. So subtler the dependent origination, more obscured they are in the eyes of the people. Whereas the subtle dependent, the wiser people will see the subtler level of dependent origination. You're getting it? And how the subtler level is dependent. Again, I'll continue the story. So, what happened at the top? One car just briefly stopped and saw me as a monk. He asked me, "Are you Rinpoche?" I said, "No," he left. You get it? Rinpoche means I get some blessings, right? But dependent on him being Rinpoche, blessing on me, it will be originated. So when I said, "No, I'm not Rinpoche," he left. So he could not see other dependent originations, right? Then finally our car got relieved. Somehow there's a very beautiful story. There's also dependent origination, right? That part, I'll skip it, right? Then our car was relieved. We were driving down, and then the person who asked, "Are you Rinpoche?" And I said, "No," and he left. That car got stuck. And he could see our car passing by. And from his face, I could see the guilt there. You know what guilt? I could see the guilt there. That, oh, maybe it's a curse from this monk. Maybe a curse from this monk, right? Right? I said, "Rinpoche, no," and I left. So maybe there's, something there which cursed me. Now my car got stuck and our car passed by. And I was so sympathetic happy to bring him and his family members into my car. But another car was helping them, so he was constantly looking at our car like this and then taking out his family members to put in another car, constantly looking at our car like this. You getting it? He could not see the subtler dependent origination. Anytime his own car can get stuck. So dependence on this car which is already getting stuck can be relieved, but depends that I can be relieved, can be originated. He could not see that. Again, this is a subtler level of dependent origination. Whereas if you see the subtle level of dependent origination, you stop, help, you help, or whatever you do, at least help something, and then anytime your car can get stuck and his car can be relieved, he can help you. You're getting it? So this is a subtler dependent origination. This many people will not see. People see only the evident dependent origination. So the wiser people will see the subtler and subtler level of dependent origination. Therefore, these are the people who sees the reality deeper and deeper. Because of this, deeper and deeper level of ignorance is eradicated. Because of this, the Buddha nature becomes more and more manifest. This is how one becomes a Buddha. Buddha Shakyamuni, all these enlightened beings like His Holiness. So I've been with His Holiness for like 6 years, from observing how His Holiness's thoughts. We see that I'm 100% sure, you will agree with me, that if all the leaders are like His Holiness the Dalai Lama, the world will stop for wars. We will not have wars at all. You're getting it? And any problem arises in any country, there's going to be always giving hand rather than giving missiles. No missiles, only giving hands. 100%. Because His Holiness could see the dependent origination on the very subtle level, from the very gross to the subtle level. So this is why, if he can see dependent origination on that level, very subtle level, then this life, later lives, will be in the position to help many more people. So for example, to support your family is one thing. To support the larger and larger community, you have to see the subtler and subtler level of dependent origination. If you don't see that, you cannot be a good leader. So why many of the leaders, they end up in wars? It's because that they are not good leaders. Because they don't see the subtler level of dependent origination. Okay, so this is why it's very important for us. Now they say that let's say that what we thus far said is that emptiness and dependent origination, these are the two sides of the same coin. Seeing emptiness, your negativities, your negative thoughts, negative karmas, all will dissolve. Seeing dependent origination, subtler and subtler, your virtues will grow very stably, very profoundly and vastly. So this is benefit. So because of which, the Buddha taught that if you were to summarize the Buddha's teachings, Buddha summarized his own teachings very clearly. What he said is that commit no evils. Commit no evils. Don't do evil actions, negative karmas. Accumulate as great wealth of virtues as possible. Tame your mind. This is a teaching of the Buddha. Let me repeat it. Commit no evils. Accumulate as great wealth of virtues as possible. Tame your mind. This is the teaching of the Buddha. It's extremely profound. Yet just one verse. Commit no evils, meaning that they say is a renunciation. Renounce evil deeds so that you can renounce miseries. Miseries are the results of the evil deeds. Renounce evil deeds so that you will not have to suffer misery. Accumulate as great wealth of virtues as possible. That you want happiness. Happiness is a result of the virtues. Accumulate a great wealth of virtues and you have great wealth of happiness. So this bodhicitta. But the compassion, With compassion, bodhicitta, you do everything for the benefit of others. You accumulate so huge wealth of virtues, and you will have wealth of happiness. This is the bodhicitta. And how to do these two things? Oh yes, Buddha, you taught it. So I will not commit evil. I will not do, I will not do bad things. I will do good things, all the virtues all the time. Easy to say, but actually doing is very difficult. Even for example, let's say, giving up alcohol, giving up bad habits, giving up the bad habits, right? Oh, I'm not going to do this, and then you may succeed for like 1 or 2 days, or 3 days, 4 days. Again, we relapse, right? So the bad habits we relapse very easily. For example, okay, I'm diabetic. I'll stay away from the cheesecake. You may succeed in for like 1 or 2 weeks. Again, the temptations start to increase. You're getting so difficult. Like we're virtues. Oh, I'll do virtue. I'll help others. And then when you keep helping others, and somebody, instead of you being so nice to person, instead of repaying your kindness, they does something so nasty. What we read, 8 verse 20 in the morning, does something so nasty towards you for the good thing that you've done. The person repay with the very nasty, the actions, then your anger can really arise. Then you will give up doing the virtues. So that's not easy. So how to do that? How to make these two things actually happen in reality? To stop the evils and to engage in virtues as much as possible. Tame your mind. It's all about your mind. Tame your mind. So that is about the emptiness and dependent origination. Tame your mind in the understanding of emptiness and understanding dependent origination. This will make sure that committing no evils and engaging virtues will actually happen at any cost. You're getting it? So what is this mechanism like? What is this mechanism? So last time we were talking about this all the time. So the Tibet House, we have this course on the Buddhist psychology, how the mind works. As a part of this course, we have the Buddhist psychology, the study on the Buddhist psychology, and how the mind works related to this mechanism. Commit no evils, accumulate great wealth of virtues. How? By taming your mind. What's the correlation? By taming the mind, how can we get rid of the miseries? How can we get rid of the evil deeds? And how can we get the virtues? How? What's the mechanism? So mechanisms are taught in, this is so important. For example, like at times, people feel, I'm just a hopeless person, I'm not good at anything, right? I can't do anything. So this is what usually happens to us. We feel ourselves so worthless. How many sometimes you feel that, Resents? Particularly, say for example, you have a difficult time, some difficult relationship with your dad, your mom, your sister, your brother, your, neighbors and the workplace, everywhere. Sometimes it happens. When something goes wrong with one person, it goes wrong with everybody around you, right? You cannot turn to anybody. It does happen sometimes, Resents? And that's quite it makes you really very hopeless and helpless and extremely frustrating. Now you cannot go to anywhere. You go there, you cannot. You have to create problem. You go there, problem. Here, there, up, wherever you have the problem, where you have conflict with everybody, and then you feel so suffocated. It happens. And at times we feel, the lazy, we're not doing anything. This is not who you are. This is not who you are. Your true nature is so beautiful. So, but the thing is that how to make this come out? This is the point. For this we need to know this psychology which is taught by the Narada masters, which is known as the mind and the mental factors. Mind and mental factors. So in what way, so the mind and mental factors mean mind in general. And the mental factors means the functions of the mind. How the mind functions. How the mind functions is amazing. Is amazing. For example, like some people, say, okay, let us be very honest, right? You eat your food, you eat your lunch, and the what? The dirty plates are laying on the table, and then this dirty the plate is not going to sink by itself, right? And you say, okay, later, and then say, okay, you keep it there, and two tape what 2 plates, 3 plates. There's only one person, but there are 2 plates, 3 plates, and plates get stuck up, right? And the utensils that you use for making tea, coffee, vegetables, all get stuck up in the sink, right? And there's no automatic washing machine, right? And then there may be washing machine there, right? What do you call that? Dishwasher, automatic dishwashers there, but the utensils, they don't go on their own inside, right? And then it gets stacked up there. Washing machine is lying there, right? What dishwasher is lying there empty, and the port tap is closed. It's not automatic opening, and then it's okay. I will not ask you, how many had that experience. I'm not going to ask this. How many have seen this with somebody else? That's better. Makes sense. How many seen that with somebody else? Somebody else, include yourself also. It doesn't matter. Somebody else is yourself, right? Okay, this is a form of laziness. You got him? Laziness. And this is not your true nature. Believe it or not, this is not your true nature. Some people, wow, that's amazing. Say, you drink coffee, and then you can keep it there in the dish, and then you can, 2-3 things lying in the dishes in the sink is so fine. No, even a spoon, wash it and keep it there. Everything's extremely very precise, very particular, and nothing left, no stone left unturned. That's amazing. Again, it's a mental function. Some people, everything stacked. Even the clothes stacked there, right? It doesn't go into the washing machine. Clothes, they don't go automatic. It will be good if you put the clothes there and then the automatic washing machine sucks it. That'll be good, right? It doesn't happen, right? We call it automatic. It's not automatic. Somebody's put it there, and then it's not automatically sucked in. So then at times when these things happen more, then our mind, no, not you, each one of us, our mind can feel more and more hopelessness, worthlessness, and that you are totally useless, lazy, and you will just bog yourself down too much. And then the dharma and so forth, it can become like escapism. You getting it? Escapism, escapism means that it is like, say, okay, I don't care about this because the dharma says everything is one taste. Everything is one taste. One taste meaning everything is empty of true existence. Nothing is really, it's just convention, right? It becomes like escapism. So but keep in mind that this is all the functions of your mind. This is not your real self. This is not your real self. Why don't you discover your real self? So how do you discover that? This is the question. So don't go for either 0 or 100, right? There's so many numbers in between. 5, 10, 15, 20, 30. So start small. Okay, for example, let's create a sense of discipline to yourself. Don't make a big discipline, like how we make the timetable, right? Timetable for the exams, which is operational for only one day. You're getting it? Don't make that timetable. You just make a promise. The promise that, okay, can you, if you're the the dishes lie on the table for too long, just tell yourself that, okay, cleaning the house, everything's so gardening, everything's, no, okay, do whatever, do all this. Can you do one thing? that I take I eat the food and the plate, that I at least keep it, go to right after the meal, I keep it there in the sink. Can I do that? Tell yourself. You're getting it? If you go to that extreme, where all this is getting stacked there, and clothes also stacked there, and the dishes also stacked there, and everything's so messy, right? And even your friends, they come there, maybe they stops coming. If this is who you are, then don't make big commitments. Make a small. Keep in mind, first keep in mind that you have the Buddha nature. Your true nature is extremely different. It's so pure, so beautiful. Then how to move to that level? Don't make huge commitments. It is totally impractical. Make something very small. Can I do this much? That I eat my food and the plate, whether I wash it or not, at least it should go in the sink right away after the food. Can I do this much? Of course, it's shameful. What is this? Don't say what is this. Can I do this? If you say yes, okay, now this is going to be my commitment. This is going to be my dharma. This is going to be my dharma practice, spiritual practice. To always make sure that I eat food and then keep the plate right there. And if possible, wash it. Right? Just wash it. Finish. But this much, can I do it? Okay, emptiness and all these things, Himalaya meditation, forget all these things. Right? Can I do this much? Okay, that I can do, right? So that small thing, make sure that it is happening on a daily basis. You're getting it? No excuse, no excuse. This much you do. When you do that, it's very strange. This is how the mind works. When you do this, a sense of accomplishment will come to you. A sense of accomplishment. Sense of accomplishment. With the sense of accomplishment, what is happening is that then the mental functions, there are so many mental functions. Of these, there are 5 mental functions which are extremely important, known as 5 or 5 ever-present mental factors. 5 ever-present mental factors. 5 functions of mind which always operate. Where the mind is, these 5 functions are always there. This is known as 5 ever-present mental factors. Okay. 1 is the contact. Mental function, and mental function, technically we call them as mental factors. 1, the contact. Number 2, attention. Contact, attention. Number 3, discrimination. Number 4, feeling. Number 5, intention. Number 1, contact. Number 2, attention. Number 3, discrimination. Number 4, feeling. Number 5, intention. Okay, we need to know these 5. So in the Buddhist psychology, there's mention of 51 mental factors. 51 is nothing. There are millions and millions of mental factors there, but of these, the 51, they are selected more directly related to our spiritual journey. Of these 51, these 5 are one set. A set of 5 known as the ever-present mental factors. And if you know how to work with these 5, it's going to be extremely beautiful, and you will get a sense of it's very rewarding. It's very rewarding to see how this mind works on the basis of these 5 ever-present mental factors. Okay, let's say that you are very lazy, right? How I described it, all the clothes stacked up, not going to the washing machine, and the dishes stacked up, not going into the dishwasher, right? And then messy, and then gradually, because you have no utensils to use, right? Then you go for the instant noodles. You got the instant noodles, right? Then even instant noodles also a problem, because you need some container, right? Then you go for the hamburger. Right? You usually buy a hamburger and eat it, or Subway. Easy. You don't have to, right? You don't need any utensil, right? And they say, okay, so there, then you come to Tushita, right? Tushita. Then your ear consciousness comes in contact. What is the first one? Contact. Your ear consciousness comes in contact with the information, right? Hey, this is not your true nature, right? This is not your true nature. Look at His Holiness the Dalai Lama. So meticulous. Amazing. You won't believe. One time, when I was the translating for His Holiness for one interview, His Holiness and then the other person who's the interviewer, I was just sitting next to His Holiness, just about a secretary, 4 or 5 people there. Then His Holiness was, with just touching the table like this, and I thought that His Holiness was pulling the table closer towards him. And then I stood up and I was to push. He said, no, keep it there. And I was confused. Then why you are touching? Why Your Holiness, you are touching this? Actually, he was, it was little tilted, and he was fixing it very gently, put it so that it's just perfect. Amazing, meticulous. You getting it? Amazing. Okay, so the point is that you get this information. You have the Buddha nature, right? Again, you come in contact with the information of the Buddha nature. And then what you see as laziness is just not your true nature. Again, a contact with the information. Then, right? Then what? What is contact after that? Attention. Is it true what he's saying? Is it true that everybody has a Buddha nature? You pay attention. Is he really saying that there's a Buddha nature everyone? I also have it, right? And you paid attention to this. And then you say, yes, you have, right? Then what next? Discrimination. Discrimination doesn't mean gender discrimination, caste discrimination, nothing. It simply means the ability to discern things. What is right, what is wrong, what is good, what is bad, and what is a table, what is what is a tree, what is a food, what is not food. So ability to distinguish things. This discrimination. Oh, he actually meant it, right? He actually meant it, discrimination. Then, which means I too have a Buddha nature. When you say, I too have a potential for perfect awakening. What's next? Feeling. What feeling you get? I too have the potential for the ultimate happiness. What feeling you get? Pleasant or not pleasant? Pleasant feeling, warm feeling, pleasant. You get a pleasant feeling. And you like the pleasant feeling or not pleasant? You don't like the pleasant feeling. You like the pleasant feeling. What triggered the pleasant feeling? This teaching of the bodhicitta and so forth. So what is next after the feeling? Intention to embrace. Intention to embrace, not reject. Right? Not reject. Embrace to the intention to embrace this teaching. Right? So this is how the mind works. So that way then you feel, okay, now look, let's say that you took the first step. Okay, he said that don't take big steps, take the first small step. What is that? Make sure what? Keep the teaching, right? Yeah, hey, Michael, listen to Shri, right? So, just a small commitment that whenever I had my dish or tea, whatever, then keep the dish. After immediately keep the dish in the sink. If possible, wash it. Because again it stacks, right? It's a complication. Just wash it. Wash it very easy. Wash it. And then next time you like to have a drink or the tea, right? You see a clean mug there, right? What's the feeling? Clean mug, dirty mug, which gives you pleasant feeling? Clean mug, pleasant feeling comes. You like it, you don't like it. Who made this pleasant feeling? Huh? You yourself. You make this cup clean. You getting it? You have the pleasant feeling. So and who made it? I made it, right? When I say I made it, pleasant feeling, unpleasant feeling. Pleasant feeling after pleasant feeling after pleasant feeling. That is so rewarding. You're getting it? Then you feel like doing it more. Do more because you want more pleasant feeling. No, you feel like doing it more. So this is how the good habits built up. This is how we do it. Don't take too many. I'll do that. I'll do that. Don't make too many plans. If you already have no issue with this, if you have issue with this, then we have to take a small step. Whereas if you no issue, then whatever big plans that you have, go for the big plans. You getting it? Those people who did not even start from the scratch, don't make big plans. Make a small plan, commit to it, do this. You can do it. Small things very easy. Not only small, you can do big things. Simply because at the moment you are being, your mind is bogged down because feeling is always unpleasant feeling builds up. With the unpleasant feeling, you like it or you don't like it. You don't like it. So therefore, what's after feeling? Intention. Intention will reject. You getting it? And reject who? Who did this? I. So then self-hate comes into being. You getting it? When the self-hate comes, finish. This is the greatest of the failure. Nobody can fail you. Even if you engage in all the horrendous things. If you don't hate yourself, right, there's always way out. There's always way out. For example, like the story of Angulimala. Angulimala meaning the one who killed 999 people. At the time of the Buddha, he killed 999 people, but he never gave up on himself. You're getting it? That person, within the same lifetime, he became Arahat. He attained freedom from miseries, following the teachings of the Buddha. He became enlightened. So, the point is that nobody can fail you. The only thing is that, who can fail you? When you say that I cannot do, I'm the failure, I hate myself, this is the greatest of the failure. Nobody can fail you. So with this in mind, so if nobody can fail me, but I cannot come out of this problem, my laziness or whatever, I cannot come out of this problem, what should I do? Start small. Usually young people, what happens, the problem is that either 0 or 100. They don't see the numbers in between. They want big things or remain 0. That's the problem. Start small, big things will come. Start small, be consistent. 2 things. Enthusiasm, there are 2 things. Enthusiasm of consistency and enthusiasm of rigor. 2 enthusiasms. You're getting it? So young people, the problem is that they begin with the enthusiasm of rigor. So rigorous in the beginning and then stop altogether. So they do not know the enthusiasm of consistency. So of the 2 enthusiasms, the first one is more important. Enthusiasm, consistency is more important. Do small. Don't be too ambitious. Don't be too ambitious. Too big. Think big. Start small. Be consistent with this. Be consistent although the joy that you get is small. Although joy that you get is small, but being very consistent, it builds up. Every day, small. There's a Tibetan expression which says, the ocean created out of the collection of the drops. Ocean created out of the collection of the drops. And drops collect to become an ocean. So, likewise, let's say today a small happiness, because that you are able to do that. I'm able to put the dish there in the sink and then wash it, right? Don't stack it too massive. Don't make too big there. Just go there, wash it, keep it there in the rack, right? And then next time you come, oh, it's clean there. I can use it, right? There's a feeling of lightness. So this feeling of lightness will build up. But the feeling of lightness, you like it or not? You like it. Because you like it, then what is next? Next to the feeling? Intention, because that you like this feeling, pleasant feeling. What creates this pleasant feeling? Clean plate and the person who made it clean, yourself. You like yourself and you like the clean plate, right? and sense of the accomplishment comes to you. You feel it very rewarding. Then you do it consistently, it becomes very easy. You're getting it? Consistently, it'll make things very easy for you. You're very familiar, it becomes very easy. You build an inertia, it becomes easy. With this, then you go for the rigor. Rigor meaning expand in the size and expand in the depth. Then automatically it'll happen. Then you see that your life is full of meaning. Then talk about emptiness, bodhicitta, everything will happen, fall in place. Okay, good. So we'll stop here. Dhyata Om Gati Gati Paragati Parasamgate Bodhiswatyata Om Gati Gati Paragati Parasamgate Bodhiswatyata Om Gati Gati Paragati Parasamgate Bodhiswaha. Okay, 3 prostrations.